Hello, I'm FTX Toycat, and something you might not know is that Minecraft is getting a brand new graphics engine within the next year or so, and that graphics engine is going to bring with it ray tracing for the very first time. This is something which looks stunning when you see it in gameplay, as I'm sure you can tell from the background footage. It's something that is just amazing to look at, and so far we've seen a few little clips here and there, but today I did something really exciting because I got to physically play on a real live copy of Minecraft, the RTX beta, which is currently being worked on by Mojang. This is how Minecraft is going to look after the brand new graphics engine comes in, or at least rather it's going to be a setting you can enable after the brand new graphics engine comes in, and it looks absolutely stunning. However, I think it'd be fun to show things off like, hey, you want to see what cats look like but with ray tracing on? Well, that's a thing we've got going on here. Do you want to see what the Woodland Mansion looks like but with ray tracing? I did a few different things that I don't think anyone's done with their footage before, and that's what you'll be seeing in today's video while we talk about the brand new graphics engine and the brand new graphics, because this is something which is coming again within the next year or so is what they're saying. Soon is another thing that they're saying, but they are basically hinting there is going to be a pretty big update to the way Minecraft displays everything, the pipeline, the way that Minecraft, displays information on the screen is changing in its entirety. The whole game engine that runs Minecraft Bedrock is going to be changing, and as a result of that, there's going to be potential performance improvements, or there's going to be brand new settings that you can choose to enable to improve the look of Minecraft. That's something which seems like it's a counterintuitive thing to do, right? Like, does Minecraft need to look good? But surely after you see this village that we're looking around right here, you can see that actually Minecraft looking good isn't necessarily, like a crazy dream from the future, or like, oh no, this is a thing you don't need. It's a thing that really can be appreciated, because although Minecraft does have a charm to it right now, I'm sure there's a lot of people who still retain that charm when they see this instead. As you can see, it's still very much voxel based, but it looks absolutely delightful. So anyway, yeah, let's dive into some footage. Let's show you around the thing, and let's talk about Minecraft with ray tracing, because there is a little bit of confusion about what exactly is going on with this, and some of that confusion is a little bit intentional. So I will mention I was brought to this event by Nvidia, but yeah, basically Nvidia wants to really show off the fact that ray tracing is a big thing. This is big for so many games. Most huge games in development are using it, such as Cyberpunk or like Watch Dogs. Modern Warfare is coming out this Friday, and it's using ray tracing. It's going to be one of the big technologies that presumably defines the next generation of games. So obviously they want to use it as a way to show that even Minecraft is using this next gen technology. However, don't be fooled into thinking that this is a PC only thing. Obviously, when you're playing on a high-end PC using Minecraft Windows 10, it's going to look better than when you play on a phone, but don't be fooled into thinking that's the only place these improvements are coming, because the reason that the RTX is happening is as a result, as like a side consequence of the brand new Minecraft render engine. It's called the Render Dragon, which I think is a fun name. It's like the Ender Dragon, but rendering. Wow, funny joke, right? Everyone loves it when you explain things, but also I do think that's a cool name for what is something that's been in development for a very long time now. Minecraft Bedrock is a very efficient game engine. They're going to be making it even better, and they're going to be adding new options, so you can do a lot of the things you're seeing right here. Shadows are going to be massively improved, for example. All these different effects are going to be improving. However, the big one that you're probably seeing is all of these things with ray tracing also thrown in there. So yeah, let's show you around. You can see, like, yeah, it's beautiful, good lighting in Minecraft, what it can do to add to the atmosphere of the game. You can see as things run and all of this is looking beautiful, that like, oh yeah, a cave looks like this normally, but when you see that ray of light come in, it's absolutely it's just astonishing, in my opinion, to see that all kind of play down. Looking at these walls and seeing how the detail is reflecting on like a per pixel basis rather than just a whole block being lit or not in these cases, it really can look really great, because even though Minecraft is a game that is clearly very block based, right? Also turned into survival right here, because I figured it's a better way to represent this, but Minecraft's a very block based game, and most things are square therefore, but that doesn't mean that lighting needs to be square. Right now you can see, it's good lighting, it's well enough done, it's efficient, but as soon as we go back to the RTX, which you better believe we're going to want to do, because, it's a nice cave. Caves are a great thing, but look at that again. Isn't that just beautiful? Seeing the ray of light like you'd see in the real world, it looks like genuine light, and that is really cool to me, that it gives you that feeling that, like, yeah, even though the Minecraft world is inherently absurd and insane in so many different ways, even though it's obviously not a realistic looking world, that doesn't mean all of the effects on it can't be realistic in that way. And yeah, I don't like it. It does make you realize that, maybe we don't need real life anymore. Maybe the block game has gone good enough that we can just live in here from now onwards, and that's why my official movement is just to play Minecraft, because look at this lava over here. Isn't this lava beautiful? Again, the glowing off it that can only happen because of brand new lighting effects, again, not all of which will be available on every platform, because there is some RTX specific stuff, but when you're seeing stuff like that, it's just like, yeah, look at the glow it it produces on the blocks nearby it, and then you can see the glow fades a lot faster and a lot more dramatically than without RTX turned on. Again, normal Minecraft does not look this delightful, but that really adds to the effect of just how wonderful the lava is. You can see, again, right now it's just all the blocks are lit. Now it's very orange on the blocks around. It has an actual colored glow that's different to the light from the ceiling. Seeing both these light sources in the same place, it's kind of beautiful. Also, by the way, you know, totally not going to take this as a mid opportunity, but look how the cave looks right here. Look how the cave looks with the lighting turned on. Isn't it much better when you turn on, you know, all of the brand new effects from the new engine, including RTX, by the way? Isn't that a wonderful thing? I think you'll find it totally is, right? So yeah, next up here, you can see how we got ourselves a nice little kind of chasm-y area. It's nice, you know, this is a pretty area in regular Minecraft. Then you add the ray tracing thing in there, and it's like, yeah, you can, again, that's how it would actually look if you were in a valley made of blocks that was savanna-y with a little bit of swamp thrown in, right? You can also see here, as well as, again, the absolute beauty that are these light beams that I'm just never going to be able to get over. Like, again, the way it changes how you interact with a world by actually having light sources and stuff like that is nice. But also you can see here how there's, you know, reflective surfaces in the form of things like light, in the forms of water as well. I mean, actually, you know, I guess ice is just a form of solid water, but when you look at the ice closely, you can see how there's some slight reflective properties going on, which is really cool. They have to simulate all those reflections. It's a cool brand new thing going on with the engine. And yeah, it just goes to show that, like, using, also, by the way, diamond blocks, I never thought of them as being shiny, but apparently Minecraft has totally thought of them as being shiny this whole time. It's just Minecraft doesn't have the tools to have shiny or not shiny blocks. Look at those gold, those diamond, those emerald blocks. They're all super, super reflective in slightly different ways. Like the diamond's the most reflective, and then you can still see some of the gold. It's crazy. It's beautiful, right? And then finally, we've got like a little kind of outdoor area where everything's pretty well lit. This goes to show how water can entirely change using the same reflectiveness. So again, water, regular Minecraft, it's blue. The blue changes on the biome. It's kind of nice. But yeah, you can see how, because there's so much yellowy in this, like sandstone and stuff, the water is reflecting most of that around here, and therefore you get this very yellow water. It looks like sandstone most of the time, to be honest, and that's a little bit counterintuitive as a Minecraft player. Like, I look at that and I'm like, what? Why is that yellow? That water shouldn't be yellow in Minecraft. Fun fact, I think water in Minecraft is blue most of the time, but it does make sense, again, on some, maybe not realism level, but on other levels, also the beauty here, right? But it totally makes sense on some level. Oh, by the way, this is you can tell that this is a development build from Mojang, because the third person's a bit buggy. I really like, by the way, that they were totally down with letting me just break the build. Like, the reason that I was down to make this video is because they're just like, hey, have some gameplay, make whatever you want from it. This is a key thing in anything I want to do. Like, you know, I don't like creative control being issued over me. I was allowed to do whatever I want, including breaking the demo, going through things that they said explicitly, like, really, you shouldn't do this, but if you need to, you can. I think that's nice. Also, we got a second little demo here, which is using textures. You know, this is a custom texture pack to achieve an effect that's even more powerful, because obviously you can add custom textures to Minecraft right now, but you're still going to have this kind of cubish effect. You know, you can see every block is Minecraft, you know, like, this is Minecraft, a really nice texture pack. Things look good, but if you combine a really nice texture pack with these brand new effects, well, boy, let me tell you how that looks. Because again, look at this right here. The new lighting can add so much to textures as well, because those textures can also choose to be shiny or not shiny, and the reflective, I guess, is the correct word. You know, I'm gonna say shiny anyway. Is this a technical video? Probably not. Also, see the green lighting just appear all of a sudden? Isn't that beautiful? That's you know, like a concrete effect right there. But yeah, obviously RTX, because the Nvidia cards, the ones that you might need if you want to play with the highest level detail, they're going to be the ones. That's a fun way to promote that. But yeah, you can see how using custom textures, using custom luminescence, all these sorts of things can achieve wonderful effects, which is great for if you're one of those players who likes to, you know, like, use texture packs and stuff, that this is going to be something that really benefits you as well. Because, you know, the base game getting better can improve all the things on top of that, as they're kind of showing off right here. However, again, even though their demos were fun, one of the things I wanted to do, at least a little bit, is I wanted to kind of go off and see how Minecraft looked in its natural beauty. And yeah, the reason that you won't see any real gameplay out there of, like, natural Minecraft in this is because they sort of said to stay within the demo worlds. However, the demo worlds, because it's Minecraft, are infinite, so I figured I would stretch that meaning, stretch that wording a little bit, and show you a little bit outside that. Again, my goal here is to show you the best I can. You know, everything else is you know, kind of a secondary thing. So, yeah, maybe we're pushing a rule a little bit, but let's show you some natural Minecraft beauty. Let's show you how this game actually can look with RTX turned on. Let's show you what the game would look like if you loaded up a brand new world, because that's the thing that gets me curious personally. So, yeah, as you can see, like if we, you know, fly real high right here, you can see how the environment, you know, I guess the skybox and these sorts of things are going to change pretty massively. That's one of the parts of this. Again, this is a new engine thing, not necessarily a you know, like a RTX specific thing, but it's a good way to show how that can look a lot better, right? You can see how, okay, this is a normal Minecraft world. This is what it looks like when you load into a brand new world. This is what it looks like with RTX. This is admittedly sunset. Again, this isn't what it looks like all the time. It would be a bit annoying, I think, if the glare was this bad all the time. But you can see how, like, yeah, you really get that sense of the sun moving through the sky of different times of day, meaning different things. And also, you can have those beautiful moments where, you know what, sunsets are meant to be beautiful, and doesn't the Minecraft world look beautiful when there's a sunset happening? I think you'll find the answer to that question is yes, the Minecraft world looks so beautiful. When you see a woodland mansion like you're seeing right now, you can, again, it looks so much better because adding just these small effects, adding just these very tiny changes in lots of different ways, I'd say RTX is a pretty big change, but when you add all these small things together with a brand new engine, with a brand new way of seeing everything, you can get a game that looks significantly better while staying entirely true to the point of Minecraft and to the point of voxels, which is something a lot of, you know, like I guess shaders and stuff don't really do so well right now. So yeah, isn't this woodland mansion beautiful? It totally is. Isn't this village beautiful? I mean, just, again, everything was at sunset, which is the most beautiful time. Or maybe it's sunrise, actually. You know, the sun was at the point in the day where it was not all the way out and is about to be at some point, and it was super, super beautiful. So yeah, I got some nice little footage. I got, you know, I showed some cats with RTX on and off. Don't you want to see that? I've also got me crashing the game right here, which I think this is something I want to show right now as just a point of like, yeah, I'm not making this video as being like, oh, this is the best thing in the world. It's a free addition to Minecraft. I'm not advertising anything. And to prove that, because I think showing something negative is a good way to show that you are not being told what to say or you're not just repeating what you've heard, here's me breaking the game, because right now, getting RTX to work is a huge computational thing, and when you combine that with some render distance, things break just a little bit. Just a little bit. I mean, not too much, right? I mean, just all of this. So fun fact, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going into this. That's why it's not available right now, even though I could play it in the demo. There's a reason that the demo had certain restrictions, and there's a reason why it won't work at 72 chunks render distance. Right now, those are improvements that are being made. This is just to prove the point that, yeah, you can have a high-end PC and play Minecraft, and it actually does have some point. Also, aren't cats adorable when you give them shadows and shaders and stuff? I think you'll find the answer to that question is yes, cats are very adorable. So before I leave today's video, I want to kind of sum this up by saying Minecraft is about to get a huge graphical update, at least for the Bedrock engine for one version of the game, and it obviously is going to be a big game changer. However, the interesting thing to note here, because it gets real divisive real fast, is that these graphics are going to be entirely optional. You know, they're going to be, I believe, some amount of customizable as well. You know, that's how Minecraft tends to do these things. You can still turn off fancy graphics if you want and fancy water. You can make Minecraft look like it did back in the alpha days if that's a thing that you want. And yeah, these are going to be options that you have the choice of enabling. I would actually say that a lot of people might choose to have them turned off. Again, you might think like, wow, you've said so many good things about this. I think this is going to look great for certain situations, certain videos, but I think until then, it's mostly going to be something that is a really great way to improve how Minecraft looks, if you are bothered about that. If you want to live the dream where it looks like this is your house and your farm and your everything in Minecraft, it's going to be really great, but I think there are some functional gameplay areas. You might have seen in the Woodland Mansion and the darkness there. You might have seen in the cave earlier that there are some areas that are just functionally a little bit worse with actual realistic lighting, and there's a fun argument in here about realism versus graphics in games, right? Should games focus on being great? Should they focus on, you know, being just wonderful gameplay experiences, or should they be realistic? Because realism seems like something you want all the time until it gets in the way of all the other things that make a game. Because if we wanted the most realistic game, you know what you'd do? You'd stop playing video games, you'd go into real life, you'd play Middle Management Simulator, and you'd work a job for 20 years trying to get up to the next tier of the corporate ladder. You'd start sending memos and emails, and you'd start sucking up to your your boss and doing as much work as you can, hoping that you can one day get ahead. And you know what? It wouldn't go too well at first. It wouldn't go too well at all, because you'd realize that it's all a nepotist-based system, and that, you know, nothing you really do is actually going to affect anything. But you'd stick at it anyway, because you know what? You don't want to go home to your wife because all she ever does is complain, and she takes the money that you make from your middle management role, and she says that it's not enough. She says that you've got to stop going on the internet and talking about this cave update. And you know, I think that's what you'd end up doing if you were, you know, if you want to play the most realistic game, you'd live that life, wouldn't you? But you know, no, that we play games to have a little bit of fantasy in them, but at the same time, there's something about realism that is just intuitively appealing. So yeah, do you think Minecraft needs realism? Do you think it adds something to the game, or do you think the opposite of that? I'd love to hear your opinion down below. And yeah, I just wanted to say this was really cool for me to give an experience to. I'm very excited for Minecraft RTX, and isn't it cool that I got to play it? Because you know, one of the things that is kind of clear is Microsoft, you know, as a Minecraft, Mojang, whatever, don't really, you know, have any associations with me. Suspiciously enough, as soon as I, you know, mentioned that the microtransactions in their game were leading down a slippery slope that, you know, were one day going to lead to it being a freemium-style game, that it did eventually actually become. So there's that. But you know, ever since then, like, Microsoft themselves haven't been associating too much with me. But it's cool to see that the third-party, you know, company games such as Nvidia still are down to reach out, and that's why I got to play this, even though Microsoft try not to acknowledge I exist, which, you know, another example of that was today, like, hey, you hear a guy beat the game about mining and crafting. This is the first we've ever heard of it. Definitely don't know if anyone else has done that. And yeah, just wanted to reiterate, which has always been my policy of, like, I'll tell you what I think about things. I won't go to an event if there's no, you know, honesty clause of, like, I can say whatever I want. And I thought it was pretty cool that in this case, I can show you something I think is beautiful and amazing, but also is a curiosity I'm not sure if I'll be indulging in. I'm gonna really have to play that one by ear, see how it actually is at the time, because there are going to be different settings you can turn on off. You might be able to have a granularity that makes it more playable for caves and stuff, or maybe not. We'll see when it comes out, but I know I'm very excited for that, and I'll let you know when we know more about that in the near future. Thank you very much for watching this video though. Like if you liked it, share if you really liked it, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.